nice with the bike handle. Good bike.
Welcome to another glorious motorcycle review. On today's episode, JP tests the BMW K 1600B and he decides to compare the handling of this big tourer to his Suzuki GSX-S1000. Why? Because JP is an idiot.
Well, hello there in YouTube land and welcome back to the channel. And today we are at Woodlands Premium Motorcycles, BMW, and we are about to hop on this beautiful, big, beautiful bike. It's not a big, beautiful woman, it's a big, beautiful bike. It is the K1600B. What does the B stand for? Well, the B stands for bagger. That means it has different bags than the GT model, but it also has floorboards and supposedly a different riding position. I think the seats are similar. This one has an adjustable handlebar, which I don't really like the look of it, but it's adjustable, so that's a good thing. It comes with all the bells and whistles from BMW. The little thing that you can use to change the menus and stuff, has that beautiful dash, has some infotainment, it has, well, a whole bunch of stuff, but the most important thing, it has 6 cylinders inline. This is the cc capacity, boom, and this is the horsepower, boom. Has BMW batch brakes, which I don't know who makes them. I think it's Nissan.
BMW brakes.
Okay,
Yeah.
BMW brakes, that's good. All right, Metzeler tires that look good. Well, check out, I love the way the way it looks in the back. It's very nice. It has kind of a Honda Goldwing thing going, but these guys came up with that one before the Honda, and beautiful front. What happens when you look at it from the side, it's like the front and the side and the back, they don't go together, so that's something that's weird. But enough about talking about it. Let's see how it feels to ride, because that's the most important thing. Also, another thing we're going to talk about today, after we talk to Cody, our friend Cody here, is going to tell us about the Easy Ride from BMW, to see if that's a good idea, so that we can trade our Harley Street Glide for this bike. Because, well, oh my god, it's heavy as fuck. There we go. All right.
Compensate a little bit for the throttle responses.
Yeah.
9.6, so it's got some horsepower to it.
All right, so how do you turn this on then?
This is going to be a push
Oh, okay.
start battery, and then clutch in, hold down on the throttle.
Okay.
Boom.
There we go. So I was missing pushing the button.
It'll give you a little bit. Here's going to be your gear indicator. That's going to be your odometer for the monitor. It's a brand new bike. That's going to be your range as far as gas goes. So
Okay.
try to keep it around 5 if you can.
Dynamic.
Standard shifting 1
Rain.
up through neutral 2, 3, 4,
Road.
5, 6.
All right.
And yeah, ride safe. I'll see you when you get back.
All righty. Thank you so much.
You're back.
All right, guys. So let's take this bike for a nice road. The mirrors and everything, it looks, feels like a little bit like the Road Glide. That everything is like way up front, like way over there. But man, this bike is plush. It's plush. It's so smooth. It's smoothness in a bottle. Let's see if it has a quick shifter. Quick shifter, check. And it's a very nice quick shifter. I feel a little bit of a nerdy position. I did not remember that from the GT model. A little bit upright, but ooh, I do feel feel that, as opposed to the Harley, that every time you stop, it wants to drop. I do feel like these bikes are a little bit better built on that regard, that you, even though they're top heavy, they're big, huge bikes, you don't feel that it's gonna fall. It just stays there. And that's something that's very impressive about these K1600 models. Oh, I forgot that this one does not have self-canceling indicators. Now the handlebars, they don't feel too wide. I feel like I'm in a smaller capacity bike, or at least a smaller bike in that regard, because I'm used to my Harley being like this, and this one, it does not feel the weight. I mean, it's a heavy bike, and you don't feel anything at all. You don't feel the weight once it starts moving. It's very heavy, because you saw how I struggled to just get it out of the foot. Now what's this freaking thing called? The kickstand. Yes. It does have a little lag on the throttle. It's weird because it's on the dynamic mode, which is supposed to be the fastest. But everything is smooth. The gearbox, the way you engage neutral is so easy. It's so smooth. It does feel even smoother than the Suzuki, maybe. On that regard, let's see, because the quick shifter was smooth when I was going slow. It does have the windscreen that is adjustable electronically, which I love. That way, if you're on the highway and you're getting buffeting or whatever, you can start it. You change it. It has cruise control, and you can change the menu, check the vehicle thing here, use these. All right, let's stop moving it, because you don't know what you're doing, JP. Navigation is not available now. You have to buy it, I think. Let's just keep it the way it is. And what else can we talk about? So by sitting here, you don't feel like the bike is going to drop. All right, so that's a good thing. Ooh. No, I'm not turning. I'm not turning, am I? I should not. I want to go straight, because he said that there are more windy things up ahead. Well, so far this, there we go. It does have these floorboards that are comfortable, but they're more like highway floorboards than anything else, because everything is down here. It's a very sporty bike. I remember the Grand America not feeling as good as this one, and our friend Cody and the other sales guy at Woodlands was telling us that the suspensions are set up differently. So one of the things that I don't like about this bike already is when you put your feet down, the foot pegs are right there, so you have to open wide unless you want to hit the foot pegs. So yeah, that's a little bit annoying. All right, let's get rid of this traffic, because it's getting the hell out of annoying. So shouldn't be doing anything like that, but I get bored. Oh man, it handles the bumps really well, but that was some heavy bumps. I love the way this bike handles. Such a good bike. It's so big, but you don't feel the weight at all. For slow maneuvers, it's a lot easier than the Harley to move around. you need to rev it a lot in order for you to actually get the power. Oh, I think that's the end of this thing, because now I'm in a school that I should not be in a school. Okay, so can you pick up your kids on a BMW K 1600? Yes, you can. That's what we've proven today. All right. Let's go someplace else so we can give it a little bit of the beans. Brakes are good, but the bike does feel heavy if you do that. So I love this bike. The only problem is the price, and what I'm trying to figure out is if it's worth just having one bike. And I don't know. I don't think so. I mean, it is a great bike and I love riding it, but I'm gonna miss being able to try to put my knee down on a little sportier bike, a smaller capacity, because I'm pretty sure you can on this one, but it's gonna take a while. It's gonna take a while for you to figure out how to handle this big old bike on the twisties. I love the seat on it. It's so big and comfortable, squishy. Oops. ABS entered right there. So that's something you forget sometimes, that it's such a big, huge bike. And it just, since it feels so good and so nimble, Alright, so for slow maneuvers, that's the type of ride I can do on a demo like this. Slow maneuvers is great. I don't really know how good it would be on the twisties. If it would be better than, let's say, the CVO Street Glide. It does feel like it, but we may never know until we actually take both of them to the twisties. Being a new bike, I can already smell the engine oil. So maybe I revved it a little bit too much, and though it's 6 cylinders. And so another thing to consider about this bike, not only the price of the retail, but also since it's a 6-cylinder machine, maintenance is going to cost a little bit more than a regular bike. So another thing to consider. So the looks, it's a very beautiful bike. Some people would say looks are relative, but those people are stupid because they don't know anything about, well, aesthetics. And this bike is very, very nice to look at. Now the fit and finish on this thing is top notch. I don't think there's anything that you can do better in the fit and finish department. BMWs are known for their quality. This is no exception. Now this bike has the same issue that every other BMW, that this little wheel makes it hard to engage the blinkers or the indicators. So let's try and go back now, see if we didn't get lost. Let's try to move the windscreen down here to go faster, because I want to go fast. Not really, I'm not gonna go fast. It's a school zone. So the seat is very comfortable, but I do feel like you need a little bit more space to move around, because it does have some space, but basically you're stuck in this position, which is not a bad place to be. So it's not really a bagger. I would go, I mean, between this one and the GT model, I would go with the GT all the way. Even though these handlebars are adjustable, I don't think I need that. And I would rather have the other ones. And the whole aesthetics of the bagger thing, I would rather have the sporty bike, the sporty look. And they do sell the GT in black as well, although I think it's a little premium. It's one of those things about BMW. So you say, "Oh, MSRP is not that bad," but the MSRP is a lie. There's no bike for that price ever. So you have to configure your bike. Oh, I thought I was in third. I was in second. That was my bad. All right. So you see, I can't talk and ride at the same time. But what was I talking about? The whole MSRP lie about the BMWs is that you can't really get a bike at that price. You have to configure the bike on the BMW website to start getting an idea of what the actual price was going to be. And then all of these bikes, they have different packages, and it's impossible for you to get a base model. So you have to decide what package you're going to get, and it's like $3,000 more than the retail price suggests. So that's one thing to consider. But we'll talk about to Cody and see about the whole Easy Ride thing, see if it's not a scam, if it's a good idea. You'll be the judge after we finish. I'll keep forgetting the indicators. So I was more impressed with the GT model. Obviously, we went on the freeway. We got a little bit more to test it on, but I don't know. Just maybe it's because it was my first time on one of these that I just was very impressed. On this one, I'm happy, but I'm no longer impressed. I'm no longer thinking, oh, even if it's $40,000, I would get one of these. No, not really. $40,000, I would rather have the M1000R, the single R. I've never ridden the double R, so maybe it's better, but the M1000R is the best bike I've ever ridden from any manufacturer. This one is like top five, very good bike. I love the engine, I love the way it feels, the comfort, and all the bells and whistles. I'm pretty sure once you have it, but you have to pay extra, right? You have to have the big, good speakers, all the, like, tire pressure monitor, for example. It's one of those things that bikes at this price range, they should have it. You don't have to pay extra for it. You should have the tire pressure monitor, just like you have cruise control, right? Bikes didn't used to have cruise control. Now they do. So why not just do that? This one also has locking for the bags, which is good. This is one of those things that you never get to do. You never lock your bags when you are commuting every day. It's just annoying to be stopping and locking your bags. If you have anything there, you just assume and hope that nobody steals your stuff. So having I love the quick shifter, especially in slow maneuvers, because that's one of those things that all quick shifters struggle with when you have slow maneuvers. But this one does not. It just smooth as butter. The riding position, I don't know. I remember it being a little bit more like sportier. I don't know what happened. I don't know if it's me or what's going on. I feel like a nerd again. I don't know, it's maybe the Harleys, they just spoil you in that regard. You feel like a badass with that position. And also the sport bikes. Yeah, this bike, I'm pretty sure it would kick any Harley's butt on the twisties. Just because you get the floorboards are here, down here, so you can actually get off the seat and... Alright, let's go a little bit further here. I think that's the end of this road. Yep, it's closed. So let's do a U-turn and see if that whole slow maneuvers that I'm bragging about is true. Oh yeah, it is true. I can actually do a U-turn on a bike that I'm not familiar with, so a bike like this big, that's a very good plus. Oh Man, I love the suspension on this bike. It's so smooth, but it's sporty as well. I don't know if this is where I'm supposed to turn. I think it's on the next one. But it's the best of both worlds. Suspension, comfortable but sporty. Yeah, this is it. At English, that's where we're turning. Man, I love this bike. But I like the GT better. Where is this thing? I am lost now. I thought it was here. It is here. It's just over there. All right.
How'd you like it, my friend?
Well, I like it a lot. I just think I like the GT better.
Okay, yeah.
For some reason, I don't know what it is. I just feel like the riding position on this one, I felt a little bit more like this. Yeah. On the other one, I don't know if it's just
control with the wide leverage.
I don't know. I have no idea, but they're great, man.
Absolutely, bro. That's how you know, right?
Yeah. And let me just do a little walk around on it because it's so good looking. The fit and finish on these things, man, they're out of this world.
Airplane finishes, man.
Yeah.
The metallic on them is nice.
Yeah. I like the color, but I think I would have it in black because I'm a black kind of bike kind of guy.
Night and night and German engineering darkness shadows say hot squash torrents and riding. When whisper secrets to those who listen, daggers grace beneath the moon's glisten. Power throbs where souls collide, grace meets brute force unified. Tigers bow to machine, it's all divine. Speed and strength, no one hides. Grace meets brute force unified. Tigers bow to machine, soul divides. Speed and strength, no one hides. Silence shattered, roads unseen. King of night, relentless machine. Engines thunder, hearts ablaze, burning rubber fall like haze. Tore through chaos beyond skyline, half warrior, half design. Leather saddle bags, endless smiles, elegance masked in rebel styles. Roaring silence, night and day, power pure, no price to pay. Spike is bound to machine, it's all device. Speed and strength, no one hides. Grace meets brute force, unified. Spike is bound to machine, soul divides. Speed and strength, no one hides. Silence shattered, roads unseen. King of night, relentless machine. Machine, soul divides. Speed and strength, no one hides. Shattered, roads unseen. King of night, relentless machine.
Well, that is it for today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Remember, if you liked the video, to give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit the bell button, and share it with all your friends. You don't like the videos, well, share it with all your enemies. And I'll see you guys on the next one.